Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. Today's going to be one of those days where I'd probably be better off just to not wear the glasses. I need to see the optometrist. I've been putting it off. But these are, they're so scratched. I mean, if they weren't scratched, they'd be fine. My prescription, if it's changed, it hasn't changed much. In fact, I'd fix these. I've done it before. I had plastic lenses, so I don't know, about 6, 7. No, it was a little longer than that. I had some plastic lenses, and they got all scratched up, and it's almost impossible to see through them. But I had learned how to clean up toys and stuff, clocks, anything made out of plastic that was faded or scratched, things like that. I learned how to restore it. It's a 3-step process done with 3 different polishes, but you can buy it as a set. I hope you still can, because I'm thinking of doing it again. And it lasts a while. It's not like the set where you polish your headlight lenses, although it's similar stuff. Todd, welcome aboard, and Sue is here, and Glenn, of course, is here. James Catanese is here. Welcome aboard, mateys. Anyways, it's a 3-step process. I'm trying to remember the name, but you can get it at Ace Hardware, hopefully. That's where I got the first 2 sets that I got, and they lasted quite a while. But I probably have some left over, but it's buried in the garage so far I'll never find it. Maybe my descendants will find it, or archaeological dig. But anyways, I did that on a pair of glasses that were plastic. I restored them to new. The prescription wasn't good, but I could see through them. Right now I'm looking through scratches. And why are they all scratched up? Because I don't take care of them. I clean them with paper towel. You're not supposed to do that. Charlie Grace, welcome aboard. Yeah, we'd like to know what the weather is over across the pond. I heard Norway is getting slammed. Now, I know England is a little further south, obviously, but we're not. The weather is weird this year, but on the other hand, it seems like it's been getting weirder every year. So is this global warming a real thing? I'm starting to think maybe it is. They say, well, global warming means it's getting warmer. In a way, yeah, but maybe warm where it shouldn't be warm. Like in the permafrost, the glaciers, the ice caps. I don't know. Are the oceans going to rise 10 feet in the next 30 years? I don't know. But if they do, there's a few places that are going to be in trouble. Yeah, I always start out good. I got the little kit that they give you. Clean the lenses and make sure you use only that one cloth. Then after a while, it seems like that stuff gets misplaced. So then I'm back to just using regular backdrops. Backup. Try to use Angel Soft toilet paper. Well, that isn't perfect. Believe it or not, that scratches your lenses too. Oh, Carl's here. Welcome aboard. Yes, climate change, Charlie. And that's cyclical. I for one, I'm not blaming humans like people are, or some fringe groups, whatever. Maybe to a tiny, tiny degree. I think it's kind of good that we have the technology to figure out what's going on. And blaming it on humans, no. Let's study history and see what happened before and maybe not repeat it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Dollar Tree cheap readers. Yeah, I can't quite use those. In some ways, I could if I had had my cataract surgery go the other way. Some of you may have had this where I was given a choice when I had to have my cataracts removed. I said, do you want to see far away or do you want to see close up? And I said, well, close up is kind of important to me. I do a lot of finer work. He said, okay. And so they fixed my eye. I can see pretty good here. If I lean forward just a tiny bit, I can read everything that's on the chat screen. We're only working with a 14-inch Chromebook screen here, not a great big screen. If I had a bigger screen, I could sit back even and see it, no problem. But I'm okay. Trust Mother Earth 100%, yeah. Well, I don't know if you were there on Sonia's live stream this morning. You know, Glenn, you might not be familiar with American sports, or I mean American sports. America, well, that gives me a whole 3 continents to look at. Kind of, sort of. I mean, we call ourselves Americans. Well, the Canadians can call themselves Americans. The Mexicans can call themselves Americans. The Brazilians can call themselves Americans. It's all the Americas. There's North America, Central America, South America. So I don't know why we call ourselves Americans. We should call ourselves damn Yankees. Or what else could we call ourselves? Norte Americanos. Or okay, for me I'm a United Stater kind of American. It always bugged me, but then a lot of things bug me, like people who don't pronounce Illinois properly. Or Baton Rouge. They don't pronounce it properly. Anyways, Glenn, you will watch the Super Bowl. Okay. Oh, yeah, 32-inch. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, if I had far away, if they'd switched my things over to far away, my eyeballs, you know, with the cataract surgery, I could see the drive, not have to wear the glasses, and only use the Dollar Tree cheaters, the $1 pair of glasses, to do close-up work. Maybe I should have. That's cheaper than getting prescription glasses, as we all know. Anyways, Sue helped me out. When did the Cubs win the pennant? The Chicago Cubs were the fans were the greatest thing for the Chicago Cubs, the baseball team, the Chicago Cubs, and they had never, ever won the pennant, the best team of the year, so to speak, what we call it, the Super Series, the World Series. They'd never won it. Well, finally, our joke used to be for years and years and years and years, you know, hell is going to freeze over when the Cubs win the pennant. Well, my thought is now Mother Nature is paying off because the Cubs did win the pennant a few years back. And now hell is starting to freeze over. 2016. Thank you, Sue. So that's 8 years ago. Yeah, the Cubs won the pennant in 2016, and now Mother Nature's catching up with paying off those debts. You know, hell is now going to freeze over. It's happening. This has been the coldest January I can remember. I've been basically hibernating in my bedroom, under the covers, and sleeping a lot, but also kind of sort of catching up on YouTube and
options start at $9.95 a month.
Some reading. I've done some book reading. I've watched 2 really good movies here in the last couple weeks. One was Tuesdays with Maury, and another one was, the title is Bigfoot, UFOs, and Jesus. Two very good movies, in my opinion. And yeah, you can get free movies on YouTube. They're free with ads. So you don't have to, let's put it this way. You can find a lot of good material without having to pay. Lee, welcome aboard. A lot of good movies, shows, whatever, on YouTube. Okay, so you got YouTube. The YouTube movies, yeah, you can pay for them, or you can watch the ones they give you for free. A lot of the ones they give you for free are excellent. They're not cut or edited or nothing. But you do have to put up with an ad every few minutes. Well, I have Amazon Prime that I pay for, $13.99 a month. Now, yeah, I get free shipping. Well, I don't order that much from Amazon, but Amazon Prime gives you access to a lot of movies. Not maybe the ones that didn't come, not the ones that came out last week, but seriously, I'm watching movies that were produced in 2021. They're 4.5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 3.5 stars. Good movies for free. Well, not for free. I pay my $13.99 a month, but guess what? If I had to rent these films or pay $1.99 to somewhere, or $3.99, no, I don't have to do that. It's free. It's included with Amazon Prime. Now, other people tell me, well, you should have Hulu or Disney or Paramount, or no, I don't want all those right yet. I'm not rich. I'm fine with Amazon Prime, and yeah, they have commercials too. Not as many as YouTube movies. And those doggone pop-ups that I get all the time, well, it's all right. It's all YouTubers telling me, hey, I just put out a video. Hey, I just put out a video. Hey, I just put out a video. Hey, I'm going live. Hey, I did. Well, at least I can pause the movie, go grab some popcorn and go live with Glenn, or go live with Lily or whoever, or I can watch oh, this looks interesting. I got to watch this. So I can pause the movie, whether I'm on YouTube movies or Amazon Prime. There's some other ones out there too. Encourage, I think it's called Encourage. It's a website. I got movies. I watched Bigfoot, UFOs, and Jesus. I watched that on Amazon Prime. And then I told Tina's the outsider, I told her about it. I said, you should watch this. She told me about the Tuesdays with Maury. So I watched Tuesdays with Maury. Then I stumbled onto this Bigfoot, Jesus, or Bigfoot, UFOs, and Jesus one. And I'm like, man, she's gonna like this one. So I told her about it. She said, well, I don't have Amazon Prime. I said, well, there's got to be a way around it. And sure enough, I found the same movie, possibly with ads, I don't know, on this Encourage website. And they got all kinds of movies on there for free. Hey, why not? Jay Charles is here. Welcome aboard, buddy. Fordman's here too. Cool. Oh, thank you for sharing that out. I've been thinking about maybe doing, what do you call it? There's a way to do it, and I know how. Tina said I should do it, but I could simulcast from StreamYard, like I am right now, but I could simulcast it on StreamYard and Facebook and some other platforms. Well, I don't know if I keep up with all that. I don't know. Yes, Grand Ray, you're correct. Free is good. Not cheap. Cheap is good, but free is even better. Let's see, did I say hi to Todd Johnson? If I didn't, hello, Todd. Welcome aboard. Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. See, now that's not the kind of movie I want to watch. I don't want to watch zombies. No, I don't care about that. What is good about I learned this from another thing I've been watching lately. It came to my mind. This guy was telling his kids a campfire story, more or less. They were doing it in a living room. Well, two of the older boys who knew the story, he's telling it to two younger kids. Anyways, the two younger boys were hiding behind the couch. And anyways, the dad, he's telling about this creature that, see it once, you're fine, If you happen to see it twice, you might want to be thinking about maybe keep your distance, find a place to hide. The kids are their eyes are getting wider and wider. He says, and the third time, if you happen to see this creature the third time, he pauses dramatically, and then he just screams at him, "You're dead!" At the same time, the two boys behind the couch, they are on cue. They come up at the same time that the dad says, "You're dead." They're screaming the same thing from behind the couch, "You're dead!" And these two little kids are like, that was on the Blue Book Project, which I'm getting through Amazon. I'm not quite through the second season yet, but I've been binge watching the Blue Book Project. So it's very well done, actually. I keep finding, Midwest Picker, welcome aboard, David. I keep finding holes in the script, but that's me. I see things in the background that nobody knew, not even the producers. I find mistakes, and I also find loose ends where, what about her dress that was in the first issue or first episode? Haven't seen it since. And I'm into, there was 10 episodes in season 1. I am in the 3rd episode of season 2, and I still haven't seen that dress for one of the leading characters, J. Allen Hynek's wife. In the very first episode, she bought a beautiful dress. It was like $50. Well, $50 in 1948, 49, 50, somewhere in there. Yeah, 50. We'll say 50. Pretty expensive dress, for the time. I'd say, times that, and that'd probably be a $200 dress today. Well, anyways, never seen her wear it other than in the dressing room or whatever, the store where she bought it. Let's see, what is the name of the show? Okay, it's a series, and it was on a couple years ago on TV. It was a TV series, Project Blue Book, and it's based on true stories or true cases that the late Professor Hynek, he worked for the Air Force, and they were investigating the UFO phenomena, Roswell and the lights over Washington, all these different things from the late 40s, early 50s. And yeah, I read a lot of that stuff way back when I was a teenager or even younger. So I was an avid reader. Yeah, I don't know. Put it this way, I've been reading since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Now, it wasn't until I was like 7 years old that I really started reading full books, especially science fiction. So that would have been 1958, 59. Anyways, these books are starting to come out. They came out in the 60s. And a lot of these things that I'm watching on Project Blue Book right now, I've already kind of known about because I read about them years ago. And now they made this movie series or TV series. And it's well done. It's well done. There's some obviously dramatics in it. There's, put it this way, it's listed mature audiences. That's a TV thing. So if you're at least 4 years old and mature, go ahead and watch. What I find surprising and what I almost quit, everybody's smoking. I mean, everybody, no matter who they are, they're having a cigarette. They're always having a cigarette and either some bourbon or some whiskey. Every show. It's like, damn, I would have liked to have been part of that. Wonder if they gave the extras cigarettes and booze. Dave has a vintage J. Allen Hynek newsletter for sale. Issue 1, Volume 1. Pretty rare. I didn't know there was a newsletter. I mean, I've read some of the books and some of the other books of the era. You know, Eric Van Daniken. You know, I think, what was that? Spaceships Have Landed, or I don't know. There was a few. They're all, you know, in search of ancient aliens and all those, you know, from back in the early 60s into the 70s. And now they've made movies out of them and stuff like that. Yeah, Glenn, look it up. And like I say, you'll find it. You can find it on Amazon if you have Amazon Prime. Goody, you can watch it for nothing. But I bet you can find it elsewhere. You can at least find out more about it. Badge. I was wondering if you were in the convoy. Let me change this background screen. By the way, this is a corner piece. This is lower left of the puzzle for the feature channel. We're not even talking anything about the feature channel yet, but we will. So let's give you, I gave you lower left, now I'll give you, that is upper left. Off to this way, you can see the very, very edge of the building. I realize it's getting pixelated out because of my green screen, but it's there. Anyway, and this other way that's just the edge of my green screen. Sorry. I got to still expand that. No, I haven't done it yet. And this crazy looking thing up here, I don't know what that is. Anyways, Badge, very proud of the Canadians and the truckers convoy. They said on one of our radio shows that you can see it, or you could see it from outer space. I watched a video this morning that was yesterday. That one started a lot closer to Ottawa and huge. And they kept picking up more trucks as they went along. They got into like a 2-hour delay because there was an accident along the way on 410. What I was impressed with, and I mean, we do things like this in the United States, and I've been hearing that there's a convoy starting up here in the United States. I've heard that there's even one down in Mexico. So this is not just a Canadian event. It's, you know, at least half the world are having similar convoys to protest these mandates and the way the governments, all the governments have messed us up. I couldn't believe what the Premier of Canada said the other day about the convoy. I mean, he stuck his foot in it for free speech for sure. Unbelievable. I mean, nothing about mandates and stuff. Yeah, I mean, he just said, well, you can't do that. It's unacceptable. Well, hello. Last time I knew, since I've been a Canadian citizen, wait, I'm not a Canadian citizen. The last thing I knew, we're supposed to have freedom of speech and freedom to protest, peaceful protest. Roy and Becky, welcome aboard. I was super impressed, and I was more impressed. Here in the United States, we get these eggs that are about this big by this big. I have several in the yard. There's one by my golden retriever's grave. Yeah, I have them here and there. Then I have full-size flags. I have 3 different flagpoles. Well, 2 of them are up right now. The other one's on the motorhome, and it's down right now because there's too many trees for me to set that flagpole up. And the township won't let me pull the damn thing forward so I can set it up. They're being assholes. But anyways, more government control. Anyways, the Canadians, they don't have the little maple leaf flags. Hell no. They got full-size flags and they're waving them. And they got them on the backs of their cars and their pickups. I mean, they're supporting each other. You go for it, my Canuck neighbors. I'm very proud. Very proud of you. And if the Mexicans are doing it too, hey. The right to assemble. Thank you, Roy. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Glenn. Let's see, your prime minister is out of there now, isn't he, Johnson? I didn't hear too many good things about Boris. Just saying. I have a friend over there. Her name is Susan Smith. Some of you here have seen her in chat from time to time. She's pretty shy. I've known her for a long time. I've never met her in person by any means. That'd be so cool. But no, I've not met. In fact, I've not met in person any of you Brits or Scotsmen or Irish guys. I haven't met any of you in person. You know, but you know, we have a little bit of news coming out of Britain every now and then. You know, we hear about Boris, and you know, I was like, God, he seems kind of. How can I say? Okay, I'll just say what you said, Glenn. Yeah, another politician. Oh, you're done with the COVID, and it was 50 miles long. Yeah, okay, so that at that length, you should have been easily be able to see it from the space station. Of course, none of us went up to the space station to see if that's true or not. But I believe, you know, if the astronaut says he can see it from the space station, now I'm going to trust that, unless they're running for political office. Yeah, just puppets. United Kingdom. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. That's right, Glenn. So you are closer to Norway. A little bit closer. We heard 10 foot of snow in Norway. Is that true, or is that just up in the mountains of Norway? I mean, if you had 10 foot of snow in the city, holy cow. I don't think we've ever had that deep around here. I mean, we've had probably 4 feet. When I was a little kid, it looked like, 12 feet. We've had tunnels where the plows had to push through, and the piles ended up being 10, 12 feet tall, and you were driving through a little tunnel. But that was just because the snow plows kept throwing it up.
This piece actually had paint on it, so we sent it to the chrome shop. You can see it's all been totally re-chromed.
Lose their jobs if they don't back. It's a mess. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Badge. Yeah, there's a lot of that crap still kind of being more or less debated in the United States, where, they're still trying to do this thing where Biden says, well, if you work for a company that has more than 100 employees, the company has to provide you with, or it's mandatory that you be vaccinated or you get tested every week, or some bullshit from the first water. And I'm like, well, okay, so you're saying that General Motors and the bigger companies have to do all this. And the people with less than 100 employees, they get by with lesser mandates. What a bunch of horseshit. If everyone's going to accept a mandate, it should all be across the board. I'm not accepting the damn mandate, and I wish I would have been in a convoy. Seriously. With a big flag. Evening clock.
It's an Apple
Oh.
TV and the cord.
Glenn, are you talking about curfew time?
It looks new, but it's actually over 100 years old.
Anyway, yeah. What I have noticed in my neck of the woods, I listen to the radio a lot, talk radio, conservative talk radio. And I do try to listen to the other side now and then. I'll put on National Public Radio or public broadcasting. I'll listen to that because that's usually leans a little bit more to the left. They say they're down the middle. Well, they're no more down the middle than Rush Limbaugh, the late Rush Limbaugh. Anyways, wow, yeah. Oh, let me get back to you on that in a minute, Roy. Anyways, there's a lot of shit about this, and here in my area in Sparta, it's rare if you see somebody wearing a mask. It's rare. And it's getting to the point where it's rare that people are keeping social distancing even. I mean, we still do. I mean, there's still those little things on the floor. They're starting to wear out. They're not being replaced. But there's little pieces of tape on the floor every 6 feet apart, or some stores have got the nice little stickers that say maintain 6 feet, blah, blah. But nobody's really, I mean, sort of, kind of, a little bit of distancing. Which, you know what? When I think about it, we've always kind of done that. Unless we're trying to get into a rock concert, then we're climbing on top of each other. Hey, you want to smear this joint? And this is the upper.
because there's no huge parts missing. So how's that feel?
It's a little. I only paid $50 for it, but
By the time we're done with it,
I'm back.
it should be right around
more than I expected.
Does that make sting a little less?
A little bit, sure.
All right.
Troy Badge is up in I think. No, Alberta.
All right then. Kyle and I are gonna get this loaded up.
Yeah, the internet froze over. Yeah, it could be UFOs coming in. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why I did that. I've had it happen a couple times this past week, at least on downloading. I haven't done any uploading this week. All right, so back to Roy and Becky. Traveling buddy passed away, had not gotten his shots. Now, Tina's gotten hers. I've gotten mine. I've had 2 plus the booster. And so far, I haven't gone out and turned into I haven't turned into a homicidal maniac yet. But I suppose there could be a switch somewhere where, they can do that. I'll suddenly go crazy and go shoot up a store. Anyway, no, that sounds terrible. But no, that's the only person I know that has died of COVID that I actually know in person, or knew in person, however you want to say that. That's sad. But yeah, he did not have shots of any kind. So, and I mean, he didn't last long. When he got it, he was gone in like 3.5, 4 days. Boom. Sick, hospital, boom, dead. Just like that.
Getting to know this match list has been a hell of an experience so far. But we just got started.
Yeah.
Still a ton of work to do.
Back on the road in April. Cool. Well, one thing, Badge, being cooped up, you probably saved up a few dollars. That'll help. No UFOs yet, Glenn. That doesn't mean they're not there. That could very well happen. I'm a believer. You know what? I believe in UFOs over the nonsense that the government is trying to tell us, mandate. If they mandated you're supposed to believe in UFOs, I'd probably accept that one. But they'd probably, no. Okay, Badge is saying do tests and run for the border. Just mute. Oh, you're talking about Van Vita? I saw her on a couple of live streams. She was on Box Andes. She was on one. No, she put out a couple videos. I think she's going to Schoolie Palooza. And I believe Schoolie Palooza's been moved to Ehrenberg, where it was last year. Apparently, when they went into California, they got kicked out of California, whatever. Somehow they didn't plan it quite so right. So, anyways, this is confusing because of my green screen not being covering all the wall. Let's see if I can get it better here. Not really. Okay. I am on the upper right side. The upper right side corner of our puzzle for the featured channel. Nobody won it last week. We're going through the same steps this week. I'll give you some hints in a few minutes. Anyways, what's a rooftop?
They saved me $500 on a $600.
Okay.
Thanks, Oxcar Care.
Just call the number on your screen right now for a
Yeah.
quote. Call today to get
Yeah, Paula. If she has to quarantine, she might as well just stay in the States. Although I've heard of people out in the western regions going through quarantines in the United States.
We created our smart seller system with top-rated
Wait a minute.
agents to sell your home for as
No.
low as a 2% commission.
I don't think that means traveling between cities to cities. It does mean if you get off a cruise ship you could end up in quarantine.
They just took care of it.
Okay, Sue says, ready for more hints.
2 times.
Yes, I'll give you some hints. They're going to be the same hints as last week so far. James wants to know if it's Traveling Robertson. That's an excellent guess, James. But no, it's not. All right, Roy and Becky, we'll see you under the awning. Have a good one. Thanks for coming aboard. Wooga booga. Wooga booga. Good one, Glenn. Wooga booga. Might as well call it that. I asked the witch doctor. He told me what to do. He said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ching, chang, wanna, wanna, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ching, ching, wanna, wanna, bing. That just makes as much sense as Joe Biden. Well, let's go, Brandon. Or as much sense as Trudeau. God, are they 2 peas in a pod? I said that to someone the other day. They said, no, Biden's much worse. Wooga booga. Oh, James, that's another one. Travel Dreamer 46. That is an excellent guess because they are from Michigan, but it's not Travel Dreamer 46. I honestly do not know what part of Michigan that Travel Dreamer 46 is from. I thought they might be here today. Maybe they are in the background. Because I'd like to know where in Michigan they are. That'd be fun to know. I let them know kind of sort of in Sonia's chat here this morning, driving around in New Jersey there. I let them know that I'm in Sparta. Not specifically, I just said, hey, it's 18 degrees in Sparta. It's stone. Do I want to talk about COVID anymore? No, not really. Oh, Sonia, the storm that's hitting the East Coast right now. And I guess New Jersey, not quite as bad as maybe they thought they were going to be. According to what I was seeing with Sonia and Jim, they were driving around their town. They said it was going to stop in a couple hours, and they had about maybe 4, maybe 6 inches. You know, they're basically out driving around harassing the snow truck drivers. Don't do that. Don't harass the snow truck drivers. They're under enough stress. Some of them have already gone bonkers. Okay, near Dearborn. Okay. So that's the east side of the state. So that would be near Dearborn is kind of, near Warren, and Warren's near where Belleville, where Tina is. Kevin Polak, that's where RV staying. They're in Warren, Michigan, which is a little bit, that's in the Detroit area. There's Kevin from Flint. Well, it's obvious where he's from, Flint, which is just north of Detroit, east side. There's a few from that side of the state. Featured channel, not 100% sure exactly where they're located. Let's see. Northwoods RV, they're in Alma, about 20 minutes from where we were all camping at the M21 get together at Merrill, Michigan. Yeah, they're only 20 minutes away. Took me an hour and a half. I'm slow. I'm trying to think if there's any more channels over that way. Well, Traveling Buddy, but unfortunately, the late Traveling Buddy was in Lansing, which is in between. That's the middle of the state. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're playing chess. Now, you know what? Chess is an awesome game. My buddy and I, this is before we were still kids. I mean, we were in our early 20s. And we had an apartment together. And he worked second shift. I worked first shift, whatever. But we had a game. It was magnetic board and magnetic pieces. It was on the refrigerator. And we had a little marker. It's your turn. So then, let's say I'd wake up in the morning and he was at work. But before he left to go to work, when I was already asleep or whatever, but he made a move and moved the thing. So then, yeah, we have chess games that go on for weeks. Tom and Lori Saturday Coffee Chat, Scad and Wash, Quartzsite. Oh, Tom and Lori, they're at Quartzsite basically. Huh. Well, too bad. Maybe if they're still alive. Well, no, I don't think that was alive. I think that was just a video. Been fun to watch Tom and Lori, see what they're doing. Badge, everybody needs one. Suck at RVing to still do it. Yeah, you can. Chess can get into your blood. It really can. All right, we may run a little long today. How's my battery power? I didn't plug it into the wall. I thought, well, I'm going to go on battery power. Part of that was I got up late. Like, oh man, I got to wolf down some breakfast and then I got to go live. It didn't take me as long to get ready to go live this morning like it normally does, because I'm basically doing a repeat of last week, and Sue still wants some clues. And everybody else here that is left, we've dwindled a little bit. We've lost a few. That's okay. Oh, where are you seeing and Kenny destinations alike? Good guesses, but neither one of them are right. So this is a Michigan YouTube channel. They are part-time RVers. I said they, so now you know it's more than one. They've been all over. And they've been on YouTube for quite a few years. They're not a big channel. They're not monetized or nothing like that, because they're below 1,000. Schoolie Bus Rally. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, Glenn, thank you. I usually go an hour when I do the noon show, and then an hour and a half on the 6 p.m. show tonight, which is going to happen. No, it's not Northwoods, James. Close, but no cigar. I'm giving out hints. Let's see. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm getting sidetracked by the chat. Yeah, Michigan channel. They've been all over. They've been on YouTube for quite a while. They're under 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you, Cowboy. Everything fits just right on this machine. Only one more thing to do. Test it out. It's a good opportunity to see how fat Cowboy is.
They have a cat.
Go ahead. You can put on,
No, it's not Where RV Staying, and it's not Nomadic Unbroken.
see what you got. I know what I got. I'm a fit.
All right, I'll give you another piece of the puzzle. I'm about to the point where I might give you the full picture of the puzzle, but let me give you, I'll give you a piece of the puzzle. It's a little more obvious. There.
Cowboy owning a beer. I like beer though. That's what you need to switch to.
Probably doesn't help, but it came from the, you know, as you know, I steal background shots from a featured channel, and I don't tell them. I'm like Badge. I don't ask permission. I just dive in with both feet and start doing it. No, that is a very good guess, Ford man. No, it's not Rob. It's not Michigander man. No, it's not the Colemans. Let's see, the Colemans. Here.
Today we're dropping off this 1940s Acura skill. My hands have been totally tied with this matchless motorcycle. But Kyle and the guys have really stepped up on this incredible restaurant.
Well, now,
I just hope Jeff is as happy with it.
maybe I'm wrong, but
I've already got a spot in the garage ready for it.
I thought we did cruising with the Colemans.
I know you were looking for that 40s theme. You know,
I want to say we did.
Okay, you ready? I'm ready. All right, let's see.
If we did, it's in Showmore. I don't find it on my paper list right now, but no, it's not. It's not them. Check the chat. You're getting lots of guesses. Yeah. Nomadic Unbroken, not them. Not Michigander man, not the Colemans. Yeah, they do have a cat. I'm not talking about the bulldozer. It's not Northwoods. It's not Ashley Ratliff. It's not Badge. It's not Glen 65. Let's see. I think I'm caught up on guesses for now.
But when we took it apart, piece by piece, we found that a lot of these pieces were
They've
all
been to a lot of places in Michigan.
Sure does. It looks fantastic.
They have
It's all original, just the way it used to look.
a lot of videos,
Sir, here's the net. All right.
probably almost as much as me. No, it's not Tina Journey. Tina Journey. You mean Tina's the outsider? I know who you mean, James, but no, it's not her. She was asking me the other day, when are you going to feature me? No, she didn't ask that. I was picking on her. I said, someday I'll feature you. I just don't know when. If you go into more, if you're on YouTube, you can go into more and 2-hour coffee, got to get out of bed. Okay, Bads, we're glad you came aboard. Maybe you can come back again tonight. If you're in touch with Paula at all, tell her we said hey and stay in the States for a while. You might as well till April. Then Bads can come down. And all you Canadians can, have some fun. We welcome you. Start a convoy. All right. Let me give you the whole puzzle put together here. Someone is bound to have seen it before. It's not perfect, but yes, it's a lighthouse. Under construction, by the way. You can tell that by that one. But anyways, yes, it is a lighthouse that was being refurbished. Not this year. It may be completed now. For all I know, they've got it done. So yeah, Michigan Channel. Yeah. We're down to 6 people here. 7. No, it's not me. Good guess, James, but no, it's not me. I've never been to this lighthouse. I am in Michigan. I don't have a cat. Don't want one either. Oh, don't get me wrong. I like cats, but no, I'm not ready. I've had cats, and I'm just not ready for one. Not even ready for a dog. Did them a few weeks ago. Yeah, they had the bar at M21. I'm sure they'll do it again at M22. Yeah, they like the bar scene, which is fine. For many years, I would have been happy to do the same thing, and have done the same thing, but not anymore. Not since about the 1st of November. I have no alcohol has passed my lips. Journey Waits, that is an excellent guess, and no, it's not correct. It's not Journey Waits. We may be carrying this one over, be a record. We may be carrying this one over till this evening. Okay, I don't think I've missed anybody else. All right, upcoming events. Tonight, of course, is Guess the Channel. Now, if somebody guesses it here in the next few minutes, next 6 minutes, no, it's not Sue and Bob. They were featured, I don't know. Let's see. They were featured. Sue and Bob were featured. They were featured back when I was using. That didn't work. Sue and Bob, Lucky Dog Productions, were featured when I used this screen as a backdrop. Sue recognizes that. Was that Naples? Miami? Where was that picture taken again, Sue? Yeah, you were back in August. Anyway, well, to be fair, I better check back, or I better go back to either that lighthouse or let's see. This one's This one is from the channel. This is not a Michigan picture, but it is from the featured channel who is from Michigan. They're part-time RVers. They're not full-time. But they've done some real great traveling RV life type of things.
TriStar Products and MelNEtteLivingFreeZipCodeless have donated 1.5 million. Every community is at its best when we work together.
Oh, is there any other clues I have not given you?
Value, all yours for just 5 payments of $49.99.
I'm actually kind of surprised that no one's gotten it yet, especially Sue. She's the real detective sleuth on these, if you will. Happy Place Camping. No, James, it's not Felix. It's not, yeah, it's not them. I don't think they have a cat. They have a dog. Darba? What's the dog's name? Can't remember. Darby. Let's see. It's Felix. Darby's the dog. What's her husband's name? He doesn't say a whole lot, but he magnet fishes and yeah. And Felix is always on with somebody. I saw her on with Mel the other day, MelNEtteLivingFreeZipCodeless. And she was on with somebody else too on a different live stream. Darby, thank you, James. Okay, tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back. Yes, Holly by Golly will be on with her weekly laugh report. I checked this morning, and as we know, Tumbleweed RV Life was not on. Sonia was on. I was on there for a little bit. She was driving around in New Jersey, her and Jim. Further north is supposed to get hit harder than New Jersey did. With the snowstorm. Let's see. Oh, tonight. I don't know who's following me at 7:30. I checked. I didn't see California Travel Videos does not have a thumbnail up. That doesn't mean that they won't between now and then. I usually don't put up my thumbnail. Sometimes it's a half an hour before I'm going live. Today it was actually an hour and a half. But, you know, it all depends. Speaking of that, I got to make a thumbnail for this afternoon's show or this evening's show. Okay, it was in Key West. Okay, from Mallory Square. See, I'm not familiar with the Keys, or I've never been in Florida yet. Cowboy Sebop is on. He's a crazy character. Go make a brisket. All right, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna have another bowl of cereal. Still kind of hungry. I had breakfast, so I'm not sure. Coffee's still hot.
It really is. This is just unbelievable. It's beautiful. How much do you think we're talking now? $6,500 for the restoration. Where was that?
Strong.
It's so hard to get. It's so expensive.
Guess I'm gonna have to wear my glasses. Yep, we're at 12:59. No one has guessed. Surprisingly. So we'll be seeing you again at 6. I don't know if there's anyone following me right now. You're on your own. We'll look and see if you want to stay watching live streams or watch some videos. Poor Sue, she's stumped. Well, you know, if you don't have anything else going, you do some research. You'll figure it out. Somebody's going to figure it out. I'm sure, but I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to continue to feature them. I'm not going to give it away until somebody guesses, and then we'll move on from there. You know, somebody guesses this channel tonight. That's great. Then we'll work on a different channel for next Saturday. But I'm not gonna bring in one now. I'm gonna stick with this one. Jesse, thank you. Just, you know what? I'm not sure, but it seems like Tina's friend
I come to see Rick today to restore my same
I think his dog's name is Jesse.
It was a Christmas present in
I'm not sure.
This sentimental value.
We know Tina's dog is Buddy.
And we look in the
Oh, speaking of upcoming events, Tina will be doing live again on Tuesday night. Last Tuesday went very well. And so she'll be on again this coming Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, with Tuesday with Tina. Okay, they're talking about Groundhog's Day. Puxatawny Phil. Spring forecast preview. I still say they should have a Woodchuck's Day. Anyways. Scrapper to Magnificent. Oh, okay, Darian's next. Well, good. Thank you. Thank you, Ford Man. We'll go there. I haven't been on his channel in a long time, but I'm going to do it. And Holly wants me, so. All right, it's 1 minute after. Fair winds and smiles. And, of course, may God bless. I got to turn her oxygen up. We'll see you in a little bit.